Thank you, Mr. President, and thank you, colleagues. This amendment came up a bit more quickly than I had anticipated. Before I plan to withdraw the amendment at the conclusion of my remarks, but since the queue is very, very full this evening, and there are a lot of members who want to share their perspective, I thought that I would briefly utilize this opportunity to express gratitude to Nebraskans who took time away from their jobs and their family and community to be here. I know debate was not supposed to start until 6 o'clock, so the early birds definitely had to make extra care and attention in their daily lives to be a part of the debate earlier than expected. I also want to express my sincere apologies to trans Nebraskans and their families. Having served in public life, this is my 11th year in the legislature and decades in public life in Nebraska, as a mom, as a civil rights attorney, and as a public official, I'm not sure if I've ever seen a phenomenon such as this, where one day a group of Nebraskans and their families woke up and were literally under attack by their government. After paying their taxes, working hard in their jobs, serving their community, raising their families, serving in the military, voting, being good citizens, being good neighbors, and a manufactured political attack swept across this country and disrupted their well-being and their lives and their health and their mental health and their family harmony and community harmony. And not only has it been hateful and harmful for trans Nebraskans who are Nebraskans and who are our neighbors and who are a part of the Nebraska family, no matter what anybody in this body says otherwise. We see you, we hear you, and we love you. And even if we don't have enough power in this body to stop state-sanctioned discrimination against you and your families, we'll never stop fighting for civil rights. We'll never stop fighting for fairness. We'll never quelch the love in our heart in the face of hate and harm and discrimination. Because when our politics are the most acrimonious and the most toxic, which is part of the cynical manufactured strategy to divide us instead of bring us together, to inject divisiveness into our relationships and our problem solving. And when we succumb to the temptation to meet divisiveness with divisiveness, which is an understandable temptation, we diminish ourselves to the point where people who are pushing these measures want us to diminish ourselves too. And we will not. We will use our voice and our vote to stand witness against hate and harm. But rather than throwing up our hands, rather than furrowing our brows, we're going to choose love. And we're going to lean in with more love and light when faced with darkness. Because we're unafraid of each Nebraskan having the opportunity to be their best, to be who they are, no matter who they are or who they love. They remain a part of the Nebraska family. I'm grateful for all of the families who've contacted my office, my colleagues' office, who've shared their hearts, who've shared their stories, who've provided credible research, who've engaged their government. who've showed up year after year after year over the last couple of years when this manufactured political attack began, when it came to Nebraska. It's been an arduous journey. And I know it's worn on your hearts and is heavy in your mind. But you sharing your personal stories has made a difference. You being proud of you, who you are, and your family and your contributions as Nebraska makes a difference. And no matter how the votes might shake out today on this matter or otherwise, we're not going to stop fighting for fairness and equality and dignity for all. Those are American values. Freedom to be who you want to be. Non-discrimination at the hands of your government. Love and dignity for each in the human family. And here's the thing that proponents of this measure don't seem to grasp. You can't beat people who don't quit. And those of us who stand on the right side of history and in support of human rights will not stop until each member of the human family is afforded equal rights and human rights. I look forward to continuing that fight with each of you. And I thank you for your love and compassion in the face of hate and harm. Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to withdraw the amendment.